So I just came back watching the latest Malayalam film called Khalifa, directed by Vysakh, starring Prithviraj Sukumaran in the lead role. Watching this film I realized that Malayalam cinema comes with a baggage under which some films really get crushed. Now where do I begin? I don't even know how to go about this, but because there is a lot of context around this film, not just what we saw inside it, but also outside, and already the big things regarding the film is already out in the public. Now I'll talk about the spoilers later in the video in a spoiler section, but before that let's talk about what Malayalam cinema does to a commercial film, because I feel it's not a great place for a massy director to make a massy film, because Malayalam cinema has become a synonym of quality content, of cinema, of something innovative. That's why in a way you expect that to be the norm for every Malayalam film that comes out, and that's a very illegitimate demand. Any film would crush under it, but that doesn't happen often because there are so many films year after year they come out and they are again the exceptional film of the year. Not just one or two, but so many of them. So when someone wants to make a fully mass commercial entertainer film for the audiences, with the stars, with the slow motion, with all those elements which Telugu or Tamil are known for very well, but doing that with Malayalam stars in Malayalam, but there is that baggage of quality. Because of that, it becomes very hard to judge the movie. So is Khalifa a bad film? I don't think so. Does it come with a mark of quality you expect from Malayalam cinema? Not at all. It just does a good job at entertaining you, keeping you hooked through the film, giving you these massy moments with some amazing background music, and it's very watchable. The whole film is shot really well, the production value is really good. We go to different locations, especially foreign. Those moments look really slick. Then we have action sequences, we have hand-to-hand combat, we have chase sequences, the cool slow-mo character moments, and all of them are done in a style, in a rhythm. Is it some of the best stuff we've ever seen? Not at all, but it is serviceable. You will give the film full marks for the style. It never abandons it at all. But what about the substance? Actually, for this film, there's actually good substance also. The storyline they have actually has a lot of layers to it. It is almost like a generational saga, and there are a lot of detailing in it. You kind of explore the smuggling world. How does it operate? And yes, it is very surface level, but it keeps you invested. I would say at least for the Kerala audience, there's a lot of cool stuff to expect from it, especially in the later half and the ending, where the film will make you cheer and whistle. I feel the biggest plus of the film is Jakes Bijoy's music. It just elevates the whole narrative. It just keeps you engaged, especially in the action bits when it gets really monotonous. The best thing this film did for me was that it made me care about it. I had issues with it, I liked some moments, but I felt there was so much more that the film could have offered which they didn't, and that made me more upset. And if that made me upset, that means I cared for it. So somewhere or the other, something clicked. There have been some films which I've seen in the past which I never made a review for because I just didn't care. There was nothing in those films, to make me sit and, make a video about it. But there was something in this film that I want to talk about. Now, for me, the two big problems I have with this film is that they don't invest in their characters and the drama between those characters. Literally, after watching the whole film, I still don't know, what Prithviraj's character really wants. What are his desires? I don't understand his character. For me, he was just Prithviraj. Whereas he actually, maintained his body. He looked very young, very fit. He has different appearances in the film. He looks really cool and slick. There's a section in the film where he's supposed to be mid-20s and he looks like that. Even with the action, he gave his best for this. But with the writing, there's nothing much to it. There is an emotional conflict for his character, but you never feel it. It is just said. It is just enacted between two characters. I never felt there's an inner turmoil he's going through. I never saw the toll the life of smuggling is taking on him. The sacrifices he has to make. What does he really want to do? It's by accident or it's by fate that he ended up in this profession. But does he really want to do it? Or maybe he likes to do it. The film never really chooses to go into these things, to explore them. And because of the story, there was inherent drama that could have been exploited, but the film just brushes past through it. There was so much drama that could be created between different characters. You could have explored so many things through that, but that's clearly not the priority of the film. Instead, they just want to go through a quick montage and then some more cool slow-mo shots. That's literally the flow of the film. And that's why by the end of it, it does get tiring. You have to carefully use slow motion. Every movement, every walk the character takes cannot be a slow motion. You have to earn it for the character. You have to earn it for that big high moment. and when you hit the slow motion, it should give a high to the audience. But if you keep doing that throughout the movie, after every 5 minutes, it will lose its charm. It'll become gimmicky. Now the action sequences are done well. There is hand-to-hand combat. There are different moves they do which look cool, but they all are done as a single choreography. Oh, our hero will fight these goons one by one. That's pretty much every action sequence in the film. There is no build-up, there is no setup, there is no innovation. Even for a heist, instead of showing us the plan, constructing that and see how it pays off, it's just the characters standing in the middle of the road and then again he just fights them off. That's it. That's the plan. That's the heist. There was actually potential to have depth in this world with these characters, the relationship dynamics between them. But it felt like they chose a shortcut of, let's get to the cool stuff. Like the female characters in the film, they have zero agency. The mother is just a random, typical mother. The wife or the love interest, she's just there to look beautiful. I guess she barely has 1 or 2 lines. I don't even remember hearing a dialogue from her. There's also a kid. I don't think he even gets a dialogue. So they are just present there. Just go where the plot is asking them to. Either don't have these characters, and if you want to have them, add some more drama to it. Create more conflicts for the characters. And it was clear that they were not hiding the fact that there's a big cameo in the end of the film. In the interview itself, Prithviraj had shared that the trailer also had a hint of that, and you were expecting it, and when it actually happens, it is actually a very cool moment. And of course, there are moments where you have to either choose between logic and being cool, and of course the film goes to being cool. And honestly, that is not a big deal for me at all, considering the kind of film it is. As I said, I'm more interested in the characters and the dynamics and the drama you could have had instead of the logic was not there. That's the least of my problems. So that makes it a very average and a time pass film, but it makes you interested for the next film that's supposed to come out. And now let's get into a spoiler section. Alright, so again, big spoiler alert. Please, if you have seen the film, then only continue watching. And I don't think it's even a spoiler, it's already out on the internet. Even the look is available. Mohanlal in the film. Now the moment they talked about, oh, he's a grandfather, and they were keep talking about him, praising about him, and building him up through the film, I was like, okay, he's a grandfather. His son is so old. I hope they keep a white beard and give him a very old look. He would look more gangsta in that, and thankfully they did that. They kept a white beard and all of that, so his look was really cool, and even the reveal was well done. Even his voice, that depth they gave it. But what I didn't like there, and that again brings back to the point of the characters, like there's nothing to them. So in the movie, Prithviraj let he kills Nitin Mukesh's character, but he lets the other go. He kind of gives them mercy. So that kind of shows you what kind of character he is. He'll not take revenge and kill everyone. And now this character who left smuggling everything because his father got a stroke and he did something wrong which his father didn't want him to, and then after him dying, everything is done, he's back home with his family, and then he gets a call that his grandfather is coming out of jail, and then he goes there to meet him. Like, I thought he would have given away all this life, he would not want to meet him. That should have been his character. And even if he goes to meet him there, when he learns that Mohanlal has ordered, or his grandfather has ordered the killing of the whole family, no mercy for them, and here we get Tovino's cameo, which I was like, no. I love Tovino, but he's doing too many cameos, man. Stop. I want to see him doing films, not doing small cameos, which may happen, may not happen. I wish it was someone else. But anyways, so he kind of kills the whole family, and that kind of, it's a strong character for Mohanlal, that he's so savage that he will not give any mercy. He's monster, and that could have been a great conflict to create for the second film with Prithviraj's character. But Prithviraj's character just, you killed them all. Okay, he smiles and then they're walking together. Like, come on. Create conflict, create drama. After so long, this is the first time he's meeting his grandson, and it's just chill, smiling, and they hug and they just walk in slow motion. Come on, like, there's so much drama that could have been created there. Or even if he's not going there, he just gets a call for him, and he's like, I don't want anything, and he's like, no, you have to. Like, you could have created Mohanlal as the bigger villain. Like, I don't want in the second film that he's, it kind of, the imagery, if I cut that out and show it to you, you may say, oh, it's from the Lucifer universe. That's how similar it becomes. So I was really disappointed that, this right there in front of you to create drama, to create conflicts between characters, to set up the next film. It's Mohanlal versus Prithviraj, instead of them again coming together, which we have already seen. We also had Soubin as his right man, and he had the most fakest, wig that he was wearing. Like there was no need for that, but it was there. Now, from what we got, I like the characterization of Mohanlal's character as well as Tovino, making man hopeful on assassin, totally in blood. But considering what they do with these characters, what we already saw in this film, like I'm not really hopeful of expecting something really cool and amazing in the next one. I'm guessing again it's just gonna be slow motion, another villain will pop up, then they'll take him down and be just the same thing. My theater was almost 40-50% full, and I think it was dead throughout the film. Just in the climax when the reveals, people kind of shouted and all. So I'm not sure if they didn't like the movie, or there were not too many high moments for them to cheer, or it was just a silent crowd. But now that Mohanlal's look is already out on internet, they kind of within a day, within not even 24 hours they waited, they've already released the look of him. That tells you that they really want people to just come for that in the movie. But yeah, that was Khalifa. I would love to know from you guys, like, do you think mass film cannot be made in Malayalam cinema? Like a really good one, because of the baggage that comes with it. Like it's very hard to make it convincing for the audiences in Kerala. But in Kerala, Tamil and Telugu films kind of work really well, which are very massy and over the top. So what is this? Like, you don't want to see your heroes do it, or it's not done really well till now? Is that the problem? Is there a massive film which has worked? Let me know. There's another Onam release which I'll be watching tomorrow, so you'll get that review soon. So do subscribe for that. And then you can check out this video if you haven't, and I will see you next time. See ya.